All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. This is the co-main event of the evening. Let's bring out the first fighter, Renardo Big P Palmer.
Coming to the cage now, the first of our two fighters in the University of Mixed Martial Arts Heavyweight Championship, Renardo Palmer. The 25-year-old stands 6 feet 2 inches tall. He's an orthodox fighter with a camo record of 2 wins, 2 losses, and 1 draw. That draw coming in his most recent fight, May 20th, 2012, here at the U of MMA against Amir Alam. He ended up getting moved on to the finals of our heavyweight tournament in order to fight Alexander Arslan through some method that I can't actually remember. Because I don't know things. Renardo, despite being 6'2" and a very, very, very big heavyweight, is a professional cheerleader with the University Cheerleaders Association. He and his all-star team, the Stealth All-Stars, are going to the World Championship of Cheerleading in 2 weeks.
I thought I recognized him from cheerleading.
Well, you are definitely one of the most sought-after cheerleaders in the history of the sport.
Well, I try my best, and he...
Not only is he a professional cheerleader, but he can do 5 backflips in a row.
Like he can flip 5 times or 5 in a row? Like
5 back, yeah, he's doing a quintuple backflip. He's doing things that no human has ever accomplished before.
Well, I was going to congratulate him and say, you know what? Put down the gloves, and Cirque du Soleil would love to hire you.
Well, and until then, he's going to come in here and throw some blows. This is actually a reboot of a fight. He was supposed to fight Alex Arslan in our last event back in October, but unfortunately that fight was canceled. He was happy, though, because he was over his weight last time. This time he is on weight.
And his opponent making his way to the cage, Alexander Arslan.
And now his opponent for this heavyweight championship fight, Alexander Arslan. The 21-year-old stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. He's an orthodox fighter with a record of 1 win and 1 loss, fighting out of Rancho Cucamonga from Pimpit Fight Academy, a name that I cannot say seriously. I've tried so many times to say Pimpit Fight Academy without giggling. But it's a real name. It is a real fight camp. He is here. He has put down wins, and he's ready to brawl.
Pimp it out, bro. He's a big dude. I didn't realize how big he was until I see him right now.
You know, he's short for a heavyweight, but very compact, very stocky.
Yeah, the power he's got to create is got to be immense. Let's see. Even though he hasn't finished anyone in his career, I'm curious to see what he's got.
He's a young guy, not as much experience, but he does train with Wander Braga Jiu-Jitsu as well. And also has Jerbo Nerny as one of his coaches, and Peter Hahn as a jiu-jitsu coach. So he does have some good guys behind him.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes when you're fighting for a title, it just it does something to you. Just the word title or a belt, like it brings something deep out of you. And I hope it brings something out of both these guys. I'm excited to see if you know, blue corner can do some flips in this fight.
You know, some people might look at this and go, Alex Arslan, 1 win, 1 loss. What's he doing in our championship fight? Well, he was an alternate for our tournament. And when the opponents who were supposed to be making it to this final round had to drop out for different reasons of their own, as an alternate, he stepped up and said, you know what? No, I will fight the guy who's supposed to be in that championship and take a shot at that belt.
Good for him. You know, if you want it, go after it. You know, it's there for you.
He works doing undercover protection for Target. He arrests shoplifters.
Well, he's got the same color shirt on.
Yeah, he is one guy. If he's going to blend in at Target anywhere. That's not very undercover, though. He should have gone blue at the very minimum.
Yeah, this guy, him undercover is tough.
Let's send it to the cage with Salvador Arellano.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Our next fight is brought to you by WSS Shoes Style Selection. This fight is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds for the University of Mixed Martial Arts Heavyweight Championship title. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a kickboxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. He comes to the cage with a record of 2 wins and 2 losses, 1 no contest. He stands at 6 feet 2 inches tall and weighing at 251 pounds, representing Phenom Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu from Highland Park, California, Renardo Big P Palmer! And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, a stand-up and wrestling fighter. He brings a record of 1 win and 1 loss to the cage. He stands at 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighing at 255.5 pounds, fighting with Pimpit Fight Team from Rancho Cucamonga, California, Alexander Arslan!
All right, gentlemen, you got your instructions backstage. Defend yourself at all times, obey my commands at all times. Fight with honor. Touch gloves and be ready.
Man in charge of the action, Mike Bell.
All right, these two guys ready to fight with honor. Renardo Palmer in the blue corner, Alexander Arslan in the red corner for your University of Mixed Martial Arts Heavyweight Championship. It starts here.
Let's see, we have ourselves a heavyweight title fight here tonight, guys. Both guys exchanging a few kicks.
You know, one thing about Renardo Palmer, yeah, he throws his whole body behind those.
He does. For knowing that he could flip and how explosive he is, that's a dangerous dude.
You can actually already see some redness beginning to develop on the left temple of Arslan.
Renardo needs to keep his mouth shut, though. Could be a new mouthpiece or something.
Yeah, one thing you might notice, Renardo is a little reckless at times.
Super reckless. I think if he that knee might have ended the fight, or
that's a big game
chopped
changer,
away
at least.
right there. That to eat a knee from Renardo is not fun.
And that one looks like it caught the top of the lower region of Alexander Arslan's body.
Do you mean the?
I mean the how do you do. Caught him right in the hello.
I thought you said the how do you do.
Well, you know, it's a versatile piece of your body.
Interchangeable names.
The how do you do, the hello, the oh my God, really? And in some cases, the
Arslan took a big shot and then got kneed in the groin, and this could help him recover. Even though he got kneed in the groin, taking a shot there gives you a little time to rest. He's getting time to rest and recover when he was kind of rocked.
Those moments are good.
Sometimes you gotta trade a groin shot for a facial recovery.
And a breath or two.
He still looks wary.
All right, the action coming back. You know, I want to see if Palmer will set something up here.
He needs to throw straight punches down the pipe. Everything's so wide and loopy. I would love to see just a regular cross.
You know what I am enjoying so far, there are those big knees to the belly coming from Renardo Palmer.
They're good, and I think that's a smart game plan. If you can't land those big shots when you get the clinch, be powerful. Throw some knees up the middle, do some damage. That looked low again, but that one did not. He's
digging those deep. Little hand fighting here, guys, trying to find some position on the cage.
And he's working, and he's looking for a finish. I'd like to see him throw those knees a little higher.
Well, unfortunately, no knees to the head in the amateur ranks.
Maybe a little just to the chest would be nice.
Maybe the chest. A knee to the nipple is totally legal.
Is that?
Yeah, totally. No one said no to that yet. It is one of the few nipple attacks that are allowed.
Guess you could punch the nipple too, right?
You can do that too.
An elbow.
You know, I don't know if you can elbow the nipple. Probably.
I'm gonna ask the.
Can we get a judge or a referee over here to qualify whether that's allowed?
I'm gonna assume
that's an
it's
important
allowed.
technique.
I'm going to assume it's allowed, right?
Our in-cage interviewer, Donna's saying that yes, punch to the nipple, knee to the nipple is acceptable.
Yeah.
As far as we know.
Except if it's 10-2.
That's important.
10-6, 10-6. You can't go 10-6 down with that elbow.
I mean 12-6.
12-6.
No 12-6 elbows to the nipple.
10-6 is good, and 10-2 is good too.
No 12-6 elbows, of course. Reading some commentary from one of the judges, making sure we understand our rules.
So from what
no
I hear,
commentary on the nipple rule, though. But
so 12-2 is fine. 10-6 is okay, but 12-6 is not okay.
No 12-6. Here we go, round number 2 for this heavyweight championship fight. We just spent a whole minute talking about nipple punches. And again, back to those big knees against the cage here for Palmer.
That seems to be his most effective shot. I think he just keep working it. There's really nothing going to stop him.
And now get a stoppage here.
I don't know how to feel about the stoppage. Warn him and let him keep the position, because I think Palmer could have still finished the takedown. I don't agree with this totally at all.
Interesting, a first-time warning. I wonder what the referee saw about that we didn't see, that a first-time warning warrants a point.
I think he saw the same thing as us, that he just making a call early.
Maybe he decided it was blatant enough.
You know, if you watch a lot of the referees, they'll come over and maybe slap the hand off, or you let the action keep going, because that takes away from Palmer. Even though he got a point advantage, he lost his position. He was trying for an outside trip. He could have landed up in side control, but instead he's back in the open and could take some shots.
Oh, that is a knockout uppercut there from Renardo Palmer. Who cares about the point deduction? The big boy ends it with a big-time uppercut. KO round 2 here for Renardo Palmer from Bowman's Killer Bees Mixed Martial Arts.
Huge uppercut.
That was a huge shot. You know, we were criticizing Palmer for throwing those big all-behind-his-body shots, but you know what? One of those things hits, you're going nighty-night.
Well, you know, throwing them up the center was a smart move. Throwing over the top, little chance to block. The distance can be thrown. If you throw them up the center, there's a better chance of you hitting something. I like him. I think he's only 25. I think he needs to. He's got a lot of power. He needs to harness his striking. He needs to get a little more technical, throw tighter shots, a little straighter shots, more up the pipe.
You know, some guys get in there, though, and their brain just begins to melt, and they go to whatever feels natural.
Of
and
course.
At least the natural stuff worked out here for him.
No, it does, and that's a great thing to have that natural ability to just get out there and brawl is huge.
Here comes the replay of that final shot. Arslan coming in for a takedown. Bam! There's that second uppercut. And that's all she wrote.
I'm impressed. I think this guy has a bright future. I think he just needs to get a little. It's just his right hand that I was a little worried about, but that's what finished the fight, is when he threw it upwards.
That right hand is big. You know, he's over there at Agora Boxing. You know, so he definitely has good boxing coaching. The question is, what's going to change him from being simply a guy with power to a guy with power and technique?
Exactly. Because that'll make him super dangerous. He obviously has power. He's obviously explosive, but you could always get better. You know, I'm not knocking him at all, but he'd always get better, and he's got a bright future. You know, he's gonna win. He's got himself a championship. He's gonna look at that and say, all right, I want to defend this thing. I want to be champion for a long time.
You know, if you want to see more of Renardo Palmer, you can go to the Cheerleading Professional University Association World Championships in 2 weeks and see him do 5 backflips.
Well, I'll be there, but I don't know if everyone else is going to be there, but I'm very excited for that.
Tickets on sale now somewhere. I have no idea where.
You can contact me, and I'll send you in the right direction.
That is Andrew the Squid Montanez.
Yep. You can find me at Andrew Jitsu on Twitter.
Oh, you can find me at MMA Comic.
Gentlemen, the punishment ends 42 seconds into the second round for your winner by way of knockout and new U of MMA heavyweight champion, Renardo Big P Palmer.
This shit is hard to snap on, dog.
Renardo, you are the new University of Mixed Martial Arts heavyweight champion. Let that sink in for a second, honey. How do you feel?
First of all, I just want to thank God and Jesus. You know, he died on the cross for everybody. You know, so I want to thank that. And I want to thank my girlfriend. I love her very much. My dad, he came. That really made me cry. My dad came. My stepmom, my uncles, my aunties. I love all you guys. My friends up top. I just love everybody. My sister. She just had a baby. Little Brandon. You guys got Brandon? Can I grab Brandon? Oh, okay.
So you were channeling a little bit of Wanderlei Silva with them knees. What? And then you found a nice place for that uppercut. How'd that feel?
I know if I broke him down, he'll come downtown and bring it back up. And then, you know, and I want to get a big shout out to Nemesis for sponsoring me for this fight. That was amazing. Thanks, guys.
So your last fight was a draw here at the U. Yeah. So does this feel like a little bit of redemption walking out of here with that hardware?
This definitely feels like a redemption. And you know what? I want to thank Alex for letting me fight him. You know, and I just love this guy. We were Facebook friends. We're really cool peoples, and you know, I don't want him to have any hard feelings. I'll still go train with him and everything. And I love this guy. All right.
Big man, big heart. Give it up for your heavyweight champion here at the University of Mixed Martial Arts, Renardo Palmer!
All right, your champion here in this heavyweight bout at the University of Mixed Martial Arts, Renardo Palmer. Happy, of course. Let's take one more look at that replay. Alex comes in, catches one, goes for a takedown. Crack, that thing gets him right across the jaw. Not much you can do when you have that much weight coming at you with full force right across your jaw.
Wouldn't want to get hit with that.
A win here tonight, your new heavyweight champion, Renardo Palmer.
Congratulations.